Welcome back. We are still in the asteroid field, as you can tell by that shock. But not for long, because we need to figure out where the pucoids came from. And of course, we have found a clue to that back on Clorox 2. Because there we found this soup can from the Genetics Research Corporation, and it had a sector number on it, 41666. So let's ask Drool to lay in the course there. What coordinates, Captain? 41666. Coordinates locked in, sir. Ready to get underway. Seems that the Goliath is not presently here, which is a good thing. This allows us to get out of the asteroid belt. Well, light speed. Aye, sir. Well, since we're heading for an unknown destination, I doubt Flo knows anything about it. Then we can't even ask. The same messages as before. Of course, the soup can we found was probably part of the waste that Quark dumped on Clorox 2 for that alien we saw him with back at the spacebar. And now Quark is reaping the results of that himself. We're approaching our destination, Captain. Alright, let's see what we find here at these mystery coordinates. Regular speed. Aye, sir. Looks like some kind of biodome. Reminds me of the thing that Species 8472 used when they were simulating Starfleet Academy. Anyway, let's see if we can orbit it. Standard orbit, aye. Now the question is, what is it? And what does it have to do with the mutations? All that remains of the Genetics Research Station is a single envirodome. Let's see if anybody has anything to say about this. That's still the same thing as before. As is this. Maybe our science officer has something more intelligent to say. At the very least we could scan this place. What function may I assist you with, Captain? Scan this place. I'm detecting power fluctuations inside the envirodome, sir. Sensors register debris in the area as well. Do you require anything further, Captain Wilco? Power fluctuations and debris, and the message when we looked at it said it was all that remained, so that begs the question, what happened to the rest of it? Did it blow up? I guess so. Recommendation? This facility is not listed in the StarCon registry or any of our other library databases, sir. Structural analysis and sensor readings indicate a 92% probability this is a research facility of some kind. I recommend we send an away team down to investigate this station, Captain Wilco. Do you require anything further, Captain Wilco? No. Yes, Captain Wilco. Well, I guess we'd better do as she says and beam down. Well, it looks safe, and when we scanned it, she didn't say anything about needing oxygen masks or anything. So I'm sure we can just beam down. You know, it sure would be nice if we had transporters in real life. I mean, sure, there's the occasional transporter malfunction episode in Star Trek, but still, they'd be really useful. And they really are the safest way to travel. I mean, honestly, what's the chance of anything going wrong? I recommend a thorough investigation of the installation, Captain. There is a high degree of probability that we will locate information concerning the genesis of the teratogenic substances associated with the pucoid mutants. It is also possible, although significantly less probable, that we may discover a means to combat the menace of the pucoids. And a way to cure Beatrice. At least that's what I'm hoping we'll find. Alright, let's beam down. Energize. Oops. You know what? I take it back. I don't like transporters. Looks like you've had a zany transporter blooper, Raj. Quick, get a camera. Galactic Inquirer will pay you 10 buckazoids if they publish your photo. Oops. Looks like we are a fly, and there's a fly with our body running off in that direction. I like they changed the walk cursor into a fly. This is an unusual situation. No, I'm trying to look at me. Well, that seems to be impossible here. Let's look at the area then. This area of the Envirodrome appears to be devoted to the cultivation and study of wetland ecosystems. Dark shapes are visible, moving just beneath the surface of this small pond. That sounds dangerous. A quaint stone footbridge leads to the west. This entire region of the genetics facility is enclosed by a hermetically sealed glass and playsteel Envirodrome, which is a good thing considering its proximity to the black void of deep space. This tree reminds you of one you used to climb as a young boy back on Xenon, and so does the big dent in your head as you got from falling out of it. That explains a lot. Well, it seems our other half dropped something here. Looks like your better half dropped something, Raj, and it bears a striking resemblance to your communicator. Well, that's a good thing, because we need to contact Cliffy so he can put this mess right. So let's fly onto the communicator. There we are. Now I can look at me. Looks like there's a fly in the ointment, and that fly is you. That would be where Flo's cheerful visage would appear if you could only activate the communicator's transmit key. Which key is it, though? This is a transmit button for the communicator. Oh, it's that one. Okay, well, since we can't actually use our hands, because we don't have any at the moment, nor do we have our inventory, which I guess makes sense. I guess our other half has the inventory. We can walk onto the button, but nothing happens. Apparently, Roger is not heavy enough in this form. Come on, something, please. Okay. This is a fairly obscure puzzle. Also one that's liable to get me killed. So I'm going to replace this erroneously spelled save game with The Fly, in reference to the movie that this is obviously based on. What you're supposed to do is fly over the pond, which causes a frog to leap out. Hello? Which activates your communicator, and I didn't even get eaten. It is possible to get eaten there, that's why I saved. but doesn't always happen. But it seems that we have gotten the attention of somebody on the other side, and of course that's Flo. Which means that now we should be able to talk to them. But we'll do that in the next video.